here. It's 2023. We're going to dive into the energies for your January, so keep watching. I hope you're all doing really well out there. It's so good to see all of you. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. Let me explain how we are going to roll out the reading this month. We are going to start with the major arcana from this very fun Housewives Tarot deck. I'll leave a link to it in the description. I'm going to pull this for our Mercury retrograde energies. We have Mercury retrograde in Capricorn until January 18th. So we're going to look at this and just see what do you need to know about that for yourself. And then we're going to dive in with our regular tarot and pull some more cards for your overall energetic theme for the month of January 2023. Timestamps in the description of the video. And just as a quick FYI, stay tuned because my year ahead astrology book is almost done. It will be published very soon on Amazon. I'll let you know for sure when that happens. You're going to want to get that. The energies for 2023 are lit. All right, Aries, let's see what we need to know for you with this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn energy and how you're going to want to use it in your life. All right. Oh, we have the World. Okay. And look at this. I love this deck. It's so funny. Look at this little recipe box here. So what this is saying to me, Mercury retrograde is all about, review, revamping, all the rewords, right? Going over things, getting a plan together, basically. I mean, we're talking about it in Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn, which is all about planning. So this is saying to me, go through your archives, Aries. Go through your archives and dig through your recipe box, so to speak. Everything's a metaphor. Of those plans and dreams and schemes that, that haven't quite manifested yet. Go back and see which ones. There may be 3. We have 3 pulled out of the recipe box here. Maybe 4. One's coming out. Maybe the 3 to 4 goals that you want to focus in on for the year ahead. And recipes are about a plan, right? It's a plan. So figure out, use the Saturn energy of Capricorn, where the retrograde is taking place, to make a solid list, a solid plan, a solid frame and structure to focus on manifesting these 4 things into your life. All right, for 2023. All right. Okay. Let's see. And because it's the World card also, you're probably going to be wanting to also wrap something up important this month in preparation for launching yourself into those 4 other things that you're going to, or maybe 3, that you're going to want to focus in on, all right, in the year ahead. Okay. And we can also think of this too, since we have 4 cards here, so we can think of about, 1 per quarter. All right, if we break the year out into quarters. Okay. All right, let's see what we need to know. For your month ahead, Aries, let's find out. Definitely wrap up some few loose ends. Magician, gorgeous. 5 of Cups, no reversals. Justice, 3 of Cups, and the King of Swords. Okay. All right, great. So this is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong here with these energies at all. Even the 5 of Cups here, it's okay. Mercury retrograde is a time when, yes, we do reassess and go over old ground, and maybe there is a little nostalgia and slight disappointment about things that maybe did go a little sideways in 2022. That's okay. Leave it behind. Look at your beautiful magician energy coming out here, Aries, right? Jupiter's back in your sign. It is time to focus on your personal power to manifest what you want in your life, these important goals. Do whatever little last bits of letting go you need to do to put 2022 into perspective with this 5 of Cups here. But do not dwell in this energy, okay? Instead, you want to bring the balance back in your heart. Justice is going to be served on a very lovely platter to you in 2023, Aries, all right? With this justice in your heart. That is what you want. You want the rebalancing of your life. Right? So again, if something went a little sideways and took you off in a direction where you had to focus a lot of energy that you would have preferred to focus over here, that energy, things are going to balance out for you. In other words, I don't think you're going to be distracted away from your most important desires and goals that you want in the year ahead. All right, you're going to be really focused on that karmic justice of rebalancing whatever didn't work out for you in 2022. Jupiter brings second chances, and that's what he's bringing to your life. And he's bringing it to your life under your own power. You know, whatever didn't work out, it didn't kill you. It did make you stronger with this Magician here. And you have a lot of untapped powers, Aries, that the universe is calling you to bring out into the world. Again, with this justice, it's your Libra, it's your 7th house. There needs to be some balance in the year ahead between your own priorities and those of other people. All right, those closest to you in your life. You gotta, again, we have number 1 here, Magician, and, taking care of number 1, but then in your heart, there's also that sense of wanting to be inclusive. So managing extremes is important. Getting the balance right is important for you, especially in the month of January. But I feel like this is a theme probably for your year ahead as well. All right. So now it's interesting. We have a 5 of Cups here. We have the full moon in Cancer happening on January 6th. You may be really kind of feeling this energy around that full moon, which is, full moon in Cancer is always kind of a tender moment. So know that will pass, right? Don't dwell in that, but don't ignore it either. It's good to have a review and put our life into perspective, especially during a Mercury retrograde. It's fine. All right, because look, we have some good news that's coming in for you, probably around that Aquarian new moon in Aquarius happening on the 19th, 20th, depending on your time zone, right in here. And we got the Aquarian energy with this King of Swords. So there is something that is coming in with joy and celebration that may require some sort of important decision on your part. This also could be, this could be some sort of legal matter, paperwork that's finally getting wrapped up, right? We know by the time we get to the new moon in Aquarius, we will have Mars, your ruler, finally going direct again. We will have Mercury going direct again. Finally, a situation that maybe you've been waiting on in terms of legal paperwork or making a decision on moving forward, maybe with something important to you. Again, legal paperwork could be in the framework, some sort of contract, again, with this in your heart. This finally is going to get wrapped up for you. Okay, by, I would say, again, got to give a window of a couple days after the new moon. By, the 3rd week of January. So spend your time focusing on you, your important goals, focusing on putting into perspective whatever went down, and also know to have that sort of energetic balance for yourself. Because, you really, you have Jupiter in your sign. You have the energy of powerful wishes that can manifest for you in the year ahead. And for those of you who want to manifest a partnership, whether business or personal, that may be what's being signified here by this Justice card. But that will require from you, as we know, when we're in relationship with others, no matter what the relationship is, we have to be in that relationship. We can't just continue to exist in our, Aries solo mode. So some of you are kind of, renegotiating and figuring out that balance for yourself and thinking about that in the month of January during the Mercury retrograde, which is good. But I love this for you. This is very good. You really want to make sure that you are hitting the ground running, Aries, between that new moon in Aquarius and the middle of April. That is when all planets are going to be going direct, and you have the best opportunity to use that Jupiter and Aries energy to make your wildest dreams come true. So get your head in the game, get your priorities straight the first 3 weeks. All right, Taurus, let's see what you need to know about this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn for your January. Let's find out. Oh, we have the Emperor. And look, he's made out of soup cans. This is very funny. Okay, and he says taro on the middle. He's got some hot sauce there. I think that's what that is. Evaporated milk, different things. All right. So what this is saying to me is review what you need, the resources you need to feel powerful and in charge of your life. All right, Mercury retrograde is always about review, revamp, all the rewords. So because he has all these, he's made out of all these, staple items you'd have in your pantry. Your pantry is a resource. I love that word pantry, right? Pantry. It's a pantry. Your pantry is a resource for you to, go into when, you're looking for ideas for dinner, right? Okay. So go into review what's in your psychic pantry. Everything's a metaphor. Review what you already have and how it can empower you to achieve some sort of important goal in January, but also in the year ahead. So you already have everything you need. In other words, with this Emperor and all these Cancer, you have talents, skills, capabilities. Maybe you have a little money tucked away. Find out what's in your pantry and put it to good use. Use it to empower you in the year ahead, Taurus. All right, so let's see what we got. And of course, Jupiter's going to be going through your sign as of mid-May. So good energies. Now we got the Emperor, which is Aries, which is your 12th house, so kind of behind the scenes stuff. So that's why I'm saying you already have stuff in a closet behind the scenes that really you could make very good use of in the year ahead. All right, especially when Jupiter's transiting through Aries, that 12th house. Okay. I feel like there may be some sort of treasure that you forgot about. But also that treasure could be some sort of skill or talent ability that you've kind of put on the back burner as well. And reconnecting with that in the month of January might be good. There's your energy, King of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. Okay. Page of Wands. No reversals. 5 of Wands. Ooh, and some Tower. Okay. Uranus is going to be going direct again. I believe the 19th. Don't quote me on that. Let me pull from the calendar. Hold on. I will tell you exactly. I like to be as exact as possible with my dates. Okay. It is happening. Hello. Oh, the 22nd. Okay. I knew it was somewhere around there. All right. 22nd. All right. So you want to keep that in mind. January 22nd, which is right after the new moon in Aquarius, and by then all the planets will be going direct. Finally. All right, Mercury is retrograde until the 18th. Mars is retrograde till the 12th. All right, we have a full moon in Cancer happening on the 6th, though I think that's kind of what's happening over here with this 8 of Cups moment. So this may be, it's a full moon in Cancer, right? That's always a little tender-hearted type energy. So you may indeed be kind of emotionally coming to terms with some sort of situation in terms of your own personal empowerment and reassessing where you do feel powerful, because your energy is coming up right away, where you do feel powerful and where you do feel like yourself, you feel authentic, you feel aligned, and where you don't. So you could be walking away from a situation that doesn't make you feel good. All right, and disempowers you. I feel like this Emperor is all about empowerment, your personal empowerment. So, and look, he's got the Aries red on here, the Emperor red. So he's definitely wanting to walk away from a situation that emotionally, because it's the full moon in Cancer, emotionally disempowers him or her or you. Right? That's what we're talking about here. All right, now, so we have a baby step. We have the Page of Wands here. So in the heart of the situation, and this, we could look at that as, again, Aries, Mars is retrograde till the 12th. This is baby step forward. So you may not necessarily leave this situation until after everything goes direct again. You may be struggling a little bit with whatever this emotional leave taking is for you. All right. Moving from disempowerment to empowerment. It's going to empower you to make this decision. It's been something that's been kind of percolating. But there is still something you're kind of reconciling and reckoning with yourself about it. All right. So that's okay. That's what we do during retrogrades. Revisit and we refigure things out. And your heart's going to come to terms with it. And your heart's going to be like, all right, I am going to move forward with this. All right. This Page of Wands. But there still may be a little outside struggle. All right. A little internal struggle as well. There could be, when you deliver this news to the other party, there may be a very surprising reaction. Just know that, again, this is not doom and gloom. This is just like knowledge is power. Prepare yourself. This person's going to maybe be blindsided or surprised because maybe you haven't revealed this information to them. You have been playing it close. Because you're trying to figure it out for yourself, and that's okay. So, again, this is about about your empowerment. So there could be a surprising, I'm going to say a little bit of a battle of wills going on here. All right. But you will prevail. Your energy is coming out here first. You will prevail. Stay strong, stay steady, but know that there might be a little pushback, blowback, etc. from you announcing and moving forward and away from this emotionally disempowering situation. Okay, so you could be dealing with somebody who's emotionally immature. That's possible because this is in your heart and they're just not giving you what you need. You need something that's more stable, more reliable, that's going to be more consistent in your life. All right, so that's a possibility with this as well. So this is likely, again, maybe around the 22nd when Uranus goes direct. Again, work with the timings and, stay strong. I mean, you have Uranus transiting through your sign. This is 7 years of Uranus really changing up your life to put you in a better place. All right. So any upheavals or things that are going on, it's not meant to torment you. It is meant to get you out of a stuck situation so that you can empower yourself to the next level. So keep that in mind. If you feel like you're kind of like, whoa, a little overwhelmed with the energy. All right, Gemini, let's see what we need to know about this Mercury retrograde energy for you in the month of January. The Mercury retrograde is going on until January 18th. Mars is retrograde in your sign until the 12th of January. The new moon is on the 19th. All right, let's see what we got going on. Mars retrograde in Capricorn. Oh, look at this. So you got your little hand out, Gemini, and something that's a modern marvel of technology. This is Housewives Tarot. This has such a nostalgic feel to it, right? This throwback energy to like the 1950s. And in the 1950s, yes, washing machines and dryers and things like that were like marvelous appliances, right? Today, we take them very much for granted, or we can take them for granted. So this is a miraculous arrival of something that's going to make your life easier. Okay. And you're manifesting it. So this is the flavor. So we want to use the retrograde to clear the decks for the arrival of this marvel in your life. All right. Everything's a metaphor. So work with me here. So this is a big appliance. This is a big deal. This is a big something that you're manifesting. So you got to make room for it in your life. Now, remember, it's a general reading. Apply the energies to your life. And as I said, everything's a metaphor. So what does that mean for you? What is this big thing that you're going to be manifesting? All right. So let's just pretend, okay, let's use an example. I like concrete examples. Let's just say that you want to manifest a promotion in your life, in your career. Okay. All right. So use the Mercury retrograde to clear up what's going on already in your career. So let's say you have certain clients, you have cases that are outstanding. You have stuff all over your desk, right? Get it all done, dusted, organized. That is the Capricorn energy. Go back, review the loose ends, tie things up so that when the news comes in that you got this, you are ready to go. Now, this is just an example. It's going to depend on what you're trying to do. Let's say you're trying to get pregnant. Okay? You're trying to get pregnant. Make the room, go back, review, and revamp, maybe making room in your space for the arrival of this baby in however many months. Okay? So, because the baby you are already pregnant. You could be, or you don't know it yet. That's possible. Okay, you're going to maybe find out the news. You're maybe manifesting that news this month. Okay, so, again, where's the baby going to be? Where is there space to put the crib, etc.? You get what I'm saying. Declutter, clean things out in preparation for the arrival. Whatever this thing is and how it would come into your life, figure out how you can prune, declutter. That is very Saturn energy, which is Capricorn, which is where the Mercury retrograde is happening. All right. You get my point. That's gorgeous energy. Okay. So clean up any messes and to make room for this thing. Gorgeous. Okay. That's a great use of Mercury retrograde energy is decluttering, removing the junk, all the rewords with Mercury retrograde. All right, what do we got here going on? Look at this gloriousness. No reversals. The Hangman. All right. Doesn't matter. No Justice. Look at these major arcanas. The Three of Cups and the King of Swords. Okay, now I did shuffle. Aries just got those. I did shuffle quite a bit. Okay. All right. So you're ready for this. I mean, look at this. Chariot. You're ready to, boom, go, baby, go. All right. Now, you're going to go. It's happening. I mean, we got this. It is happening, but we have to work with the timings of our life, of course. And we have your energy showing up over here. We have the Three of Cups. We have that glorious new moon in Aquarius on the 19th, 20th. So there's likely to be some good news around that time in regards to this situation that's manifesting. You have to just keep the emotional balance until then. Justice is going to be served, right? Whatever didn't happen before has a beautiful chance to happen now. Remember, it's a general reading, okay? The sacrifices that you have made to make this thing happen in your life will prove to be good ones. All right, so there has been a holdup or a delay. This could be going on for the last year. There could have been something you expected. It didn't materialize. And also there could have been something that was unfair about it not materializing at that time. Like, let's work with our promotion example. Maybe, you took a test to get promoted and you were 30th on the list, and it seemed very unfair because you had one of the highest scores, but maybe it was also based on some other things that were going on, some political situation that was going on, and it seemed unfair at the time. All right. And you felt like, again, this sort of hold up that justice was not being served to you. Jupiter brings us second chances. Jupiter is in Aries, which is your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams. We got this beautiful number 11 in your heart. Justice will be served, Gemini. The wait is over. The rewards will be sweet. We have the Chariot here. So, but the thing is, you may be a little impatient this first week. These first 2 weeks, you're a little impatient. You're like, let's go already, But timing is everything. It's all arriving in divine timing, okay? There could be some very good news by the end of the first week, but again, you may not be able to take action on that news until over here. And there could also be two good pieces of news coming to you. One in the first week, maybe with something to do with learning that the wait is over, but then this thing actually happening doesn't happen till the third week. So maybe you get the good news. Oh yeah, you know what? You got the promotion, but you don't actually start working at that job until the third week of January. You see what I'm saying? So you got to work with the timings. But I'm feeling some sort of political situation that was unfair for you will be resolved in your favor. Okay. So when I say political, again, something that maybe you got passed over for, or there was dramas and things, it just seemed very unfair. No, it's going to all get balanced out for you. So this is fantastic, fantastic energy. And I love this Chariot here. And this has something with the Magician, the Chariot, there really is something here about your life path and your purpose that's going to be unfolding and moving forward for you in very exciting ways, especially between the Aquarius new moon and the middle of April. So get ready. This is very exciting, Gemini. All right, Cancer, let's see what we need to know about this Mercury retrograde for you in Capricorn. And this Mercury retrograde is happening until January 18th. Let's find out your energies to think about here. Whoops. Okay, what do we got? Oh, isn't this nice? We have the Tower. Okay. I love this deck. It's so funny. All right, so if you look at this, it looks like the bottom portion of her skirt is made out of a Jell-O mold. That's what it looks like to me. So it's been a while since I've eaten Jell-O. It's been a while since I've made Jell-O, probably, and I mean a while, like 30 years. Okay, so, but Jell-O rolls are jiggly, right? Jell-O like this, like it's not a solid, stable structure. And we know that the Tower comes in and, with his lightning bolt and kind of takes out situations that have not been stable, right? The Tower can bring some sort of like wobbly moment, some instability, because he's causing epiphany. He's causing revelation. So everything's a metaphor. What this is saying to me is get yourself on solid ground in the month of January till the 18th with the Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. And Capricorn's the earth energy, right? It is about feeling solid, feet on the ground. And Saturn, right, which rules Capricorn, is about structure, right? And solidity. So if there's something in your life that feels a little shaky or that you feel shaky about, fix it, right? This is a good time to do that. When Mercury's retrograde, we go back, we review, we see, oh, that's not working. Let me fix it. Let me repair it. All the rewords, right? Repair it. So depending on what this is for your life, figure out what that might be. It could be your car. It could be, some other appliance in your home. It could be, you got to go back. You feel like, maybe you're applying for jobs and you feel your CV isn't really what it needs to be. And it feels a little like, like that kind of feeling. You go back and you can fix it, right? And then you put yourself in a solid and better position to manifest a job. That's the type of way you use the energy, all right? So make something in your life more sound and solid. Okay, no wobbly jello. Okay, and I mean, honestly, this just came to me. And I'm no one to talk. Trust me, I got to get my ass back to the gym too. So I'm not saying anything, all right? I got some wobbly bits too, okay? But this could also be, depending on your situation, always check with your doctor, getting yourself back to the gym so you're not so jiggly. Unless you like your jiggles, okay? All right. And again, I'm no one to talk. I got to jiggle myself back to the gym. So, all right. So return, right? The rewords. Return to the gym. Okay. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right, Knight of Pentacles. No reversals with this deck. Oh, gorgeous Ace of Cups. Your full moon, by the way, is happening on the 6th of January. 7 of Cups in your heart. 6 of Swords. And a 9 of Wands. Okay. Okay. All right, so what this is saying to me is there is going to be some new goal in your life that you're going to be focusing on very heavily for 9 months in 2023. Probably from the middle of, from the Aquarius new moon on 19th, 20th, all the way through to probably the new moon in Virgo on September 15th, okay? So there's something new coming in that you are really going to be focusing in on manifesting. It's something near and dear to your heart, whatever it is, this Ace of Cups here. This is going to be really in focus for you, I feel, again, around your full moon and into the whole first 3 weeks. By the new moon in Aquarius with the 6 of Swords, you're making some important decision on the exact area you want to focus in on. This Ace of Cups is telling me you want a fresh infusion of excitement in your life, of creativity, of romance, perhaps, if that's what you're interested in, of something that's just going to really be the making of you, because this is your energy. And aces for me are about the self. So this is really about your personal energy, your personal vibe, and the fulfillment that you want to have in your life. Okay. So you maybe have been making progress on a few things. Like you've been thinking about you have some ideas and holding in your hand, right? About how you want to move forward. But there's still something going on, right? Here's the 7 of Cups in your heart. There's still like this, like, I'm just still kind of thinking about what I want. And that's fine. This is a great way to use this energy. Review what you want and also come up with a solid plan, as we were discussing before, about how you're going to move toward getting it. All right, so this is a lot about exploring possibilities for yourself, possibilities that make you feel very much yourself, bring out the best parts of you, make you feel alive, make you feel excited. And it's okay if you don't have the answers right away. But I would say, because we're getting this 7 of Cups, the full moon for you, your full moon is on 6-7, right? This is a great time for you to tune into that. I would suggest, I never told people what to do, but I would suggest on the 7th, which is a Saturday, if you can, take some time out for yourself and make a vision board. That process may help you really hone in and focus on what this is going to be for you. For, like I said, from end of January through to the middle of September. And that will help clear your mind, 6 of Swords, clear your mind and bring, a vision board is a way of bringing structure, right? Bringing structure to your vision right here. All right. And then you're going to get all stuck in 9 of Wands. You're getting stuck into some hard work, but look how this guy is looking over here. This hard work you're going to take on with passion and excitement. You're signing up for it because you know that this is going to bring huge emotional satisfaction to your life. Could bring Pentacles too, but we're really motivated here by making an important, refreshing emotional change in our lives with this energy going on. Okay, you're freeing yourself from a situation that, maybe hasn't been exactly correct either. Right? It's been okay, but it hasn't been like blockbustery, exciting, wind beneath your wings, which is kind of what this is over here. So very interesting energies here to contemplate and think about. Cancer. All right, Leos, let's see what's going on for you with this Mercury retrograde energy first, and then we'll dive in with the tarot. Mercury retrograde until January 18th in Capricorn. All right, what do we got for you? Oh, we have some expired mayonnaise. Okay. So I love this deck. It is so funny. I love a good 1950s nostalgia moment myself. All right. So we have the real salmonella. We have the death card. Everything expires. So, all right. So Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, which is the taskmaster of time. And everything does have a sell-by date. It is true. So this is saying to me, use this Mercury retrograde to go through and find the things that are expired in your life. And that not only are expired, but that they're no good for you. Well, we don't want to get salmonella, right? No. You don't want to have salmonella poisoning. So there could be something in your life or some things or people or situations or whatever that it's not just about clutter. This is about stuff that it's really not good for you. Okay, so review your life and figure out what those things are. This is what we do during Mercury retrograde. And then don't be afraid to get rid of them. Now, maybe we don't get rid of them until after the retrograde's over. That's okay. But you definitely don't want any flies hanging around on you. You don't want to wait around on this. Figure it out this month. Okay? Because, this is just gross. There's moldy cheeses. There's like rotting cans of soup. Time's up. There's a timer here. Time's up for this situation also. Whatever this represents for you. It's time. And Saturn is the taskmaster of time, as I said. So I would also say give yourself a deadline for doing this. Because there may be something going on with it that's a little emotionally tender. And who wants to deal with it, right? So give yourself an absolute time frame of, I got to get this done. I got to be, a disciplined Leo and get it done. This is also very Saturn in Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn. Like you got to have the mental discipline to face it, deal with it, get it done, release it. All right. Let's see what we got going on for you, Leos. All right. So we got a 4 of Cups. This Justice card, I've been shuffling. It's been coming up quite a bit. There's your energy in the heart of the situation. 3 of Cups, that's been coming up quite a bit as well. Oh, look at this gloriousness. Okay. So something good's coming in for you. Something good. We know, look at this. We got 4 of Cups. Something's coming. That's going to be a karmic rebalancing of a situation. We've got this glorious 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups. So You got to make room for this. Whatever this is, the universe is trying to bring it in, but you've been sitting here on your Todd like, okay, well, I don't know, you're still kind of dealing with stuff in your life and focusing in on it over here, but it's done. Like it does have an expiration date on it, but you haven't gotten rid of it yet. And the universe is like, hello, Leo, here's this. And you're like, I don't know. What don't you know? Okay, like this is very good. All right, so this could involve Libra. That's possible. I'm also feeling a little bit what's going on here. This is your third house. I feel like there's almost a little bit of a tough love conversation you have to have with yourself. This is your third house of communications, right? So you kind of have to take yourself in hand, I think, and say, wait a minute, what am I doing? I got to think of myself. Here you are in the middle of the reading. I got to think about my goals, what I want. Like, why am I keeping this stuff in my life that really isn't serving me anymore? And also look, the justice with the sword, right? I got to cut these things, these situations out of my life. Now, I don't have to be mean about it, but I have to keep proper boundaries around it. I have to do right by myself, right? That's the kind of the justice, right? I have to take care of myself. So there could be something going on here with that. Now, there's also the possibility with this Four of Cups justice that something is coming in a legal sense. There could be some sort of contract, commitment, paperwork, something wrapping up in a legal situation. Depending on what that is, buying, selling a business, a divorce, selling home. I mean, whatever. There's something maybe going on with that because the time is right for that. The universe knows. This is the thing. The universe does know the timing for this for you. It's been trying to get you to shift out of this for a while, but whatever reason, you're sitting here not doing it. This is going to come in, and if it does involve something of a, time-sensitive nature, shall we say, with the justice, it's like, you got to do this. This is for you, for your life moving forward. All right? Because look at this. Gorgeous. 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, the Wish card. You're going to get back your appetite for life. You're going to get back, your creative life force energy to go out there and make your wishes happen. Right now, you're stuck under a tree. You're like, I don't know. All right. Well, this is keeping you stuck. This refusal to deal with this and get it out of there. All right. So Aquarius new moon is gorgeous. This is happening in your 7th house of other people, connections, relationships, social times, that type of thing. So there's going to be opportunities for you to really get out there and socialize, to have fun. And like I said, to feel like there's this new lease of life going on for you. Especially with the fact that we have Jupiter going through your 9th house, Aries, right, until the middle of May. This is beautiful energy for you to get out there and enjoy life again. Get out there in the world. 9th house, be in the world. Here's your number 9. Get out there. All right. Like I said, this is all right. So figure out what you need to do. This is about empowering yourself, admitting some things to yourself that have to go and getting the work done and doing it so that you can enjoy some better times ahead, which you're going to see. You're going to start feeling that tide turn at that new moon in Aquarius on the 19th. All right, Virgos, let's see what's going on for you. Let's tune in with this deck first and see what's happening for Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. All right. Oh, we have the Hangman. Okay, this is really funny. This deck cracks me up. All right, so this is kind of a Virgo energy, isn't it? Like she's doing her laundry. She's cleaning things, which is, Virgo. You like to keep things tidy. All right. So she's hung somebody out to dry. So what else is in her laundry bin? She still has more laundry over here, but this is very interesting. So the Hangman, of course, is Pisces energy. Pisces is your 7th house of relationships. So there could be somebody you're reviewing in your life that you want to hang out to dry. Everything's a metaphor. Okay. And what does that saying mean in English? It means that you don't want to deal with them anymore. right? That they've brought some sort of, I don't, this is how I interpret that phrase. They brought some sort of calamity to your life, and you don't, you want them out of there, right? Maybe they're a wet blanket. They're somebody who likes to throw cold water on all your plans, and there's not very nice energy. So you're hanging them out to dry. Like you just want them out of your house, out of your space, like get out. Okay. So there could be something you're contemplating with the relationship, whether business or personal. This could be wrapping up for you. Maybe this has already happened. And because Mercury's retrograde, you're in the last bits of, getting this all done and the closure that needs to happen with it. This person probably was fairly close to you in some way because of the underwear here. Again, I'm just working with what I see on the cards. So they may have been, an intimate partner, so to speak, in some way. I mean, even well, anyway, I don't need to go there. Okay, let's continue with this reading. So Mercury retrograde is always about the rewords, redoing, reviewing, reassessing, resolving. So you could be resolving to keep this person, out to dry. This is possible. Now, Mercury retrograde in Capricorn usually is not so much about exes coming back. However, that's always a possibility with a Mercury retrograde. So yes, and because we're getting this energy, which is your 7th house of relationships, it is possible that somebody from your past comes back and you're like, no, dude. And again, it's like hang out to dry. Okay, so that's another possibility. You're resolving that they're not coming back in. All right, let's see what we got going on for the rest of your month. So tie up a loose end with a relationship, whether business or personal. And that loose end may simply be in your own mind. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be that they're coming back. Oh, but they might. Here's the Page of Cups. Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at this. Virgos. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Oh, but all's well that ends well. Okay. They're caught. There is a situation that is coming back for a review. Absolutely. With this energy. All right. But you got the 8 of Cups in your heart. Because you know what this is about. You know what it's going to do. Here's the 9 of Swords. There's, the 9, which is, a number associated with your birth month, right? So we have somebody who appears to be like, hello, right? All sweet and cute. And that could be happening between the 5th and the 9th, I would say, probably around the 5th and the 9th, 5th to the 9th. We have a full moon in Cancer happening on the 6th. And Cancer energy is always a little intense. We got the full moon energy showing up here in your heart. And we have the Capricorn energy, the Mercury retrograde Capricorn energy showing up here with the Devil. So this is all saying to me that this is probably going to be in the frame for you until we get to the Aquarius new moon on the 19th. All right, so you're dealing with this holdover situation from your life, whatever this hangman is. Here it is. There is a contact, somebody coming back. It's a Page of Cups, though. This is Pisces, again, 7th house of relationships. And this is it's the page, so it's kind of trying to be light and innocent and cute. So this could be they're trying to, they're trying to present as all innocent, but they're not. They're this. This is here. It's the same old, same old. It's just dressed up in a different package. So in my opinion, and again, this is a general reading. You have to apply it to your life, Virgo. This is like the same thing. Don't get fooled again. They still got this going on. And you didn't want to hear from them. Like now you got your head in your hands. Like why? Why did they have to resurface? Reword, right? Resurface in my life. I didn't need this headache right now. Because again, there's still maybe a little tug. You're still maybe like, and you may feel guilty in putting the boundary in and saying to them, no. And again, this can be business, personal, a family thing, whatever. But did you hear Ariel just make a noise? She's on her fuzzy blanket, but she just went, meh. All right. So look, 8 of Cups in your heart. Like, you know this. You've got to walk away from this situation, because it's just going to lead you back down to this path where you get chained to something you don't want to be chained to. Again, whether business or personal. So it's dysfunctional. No matter how it shows up in your life, all cute, it's not cute. So look at this gorgeous healing energy with this star card. Gorgeous. Again, the new moon energy. This is our Aquarius energy. So you are going to cleanse yourself, your spirit, your aura, your energy of any of this negative shenanigan energy that's trying to lure you back in, because they could write a little poem for you. You know, it could be like, it's cute, right? No. All right. So you're going to be like, no, I got to do what's right for me. I got to follow my path. I got to cleanse myself. I love this healing waters, right? I got to protect my vulnerable self. Only you can do this. We have to. I was journaling this morning, you know, like, and I wrote in my journal this morning. I'm not kidding you. I wrote that, you know, we have to be, each one of us has to be our own protector and champion. Right? I mean, I already knew that, but that lesson, that energy was really driven home to me in the events of 2022 in my personal life. You know, and I had to make some difficult decisions that, you know, other people didn't like, but I liked them because they protected me. And that's what's important. All right. You got to be your own protector and champion. And that's what I feel like is happening here for you. Don't get sucked back in, Virgo. Okay. You know, I love you guys. I know this is like intense energy here, but you got this. Do what you got to do for yourself. Hang that person out to dry. You don't need it in your life, right? Something much better is coming for you. A beautiful, destined new beginning is coming for you. Trust in that and trust in yourself to make the right choice here. All right, Libras, let's see what's going on for you with the Mercury retrograde energy in Capricorn until January 18th. Let's see what we need to know for you with this very fun 1950s nostalgia deck. Let's see. Oh, we have the star. Isn't this gorgeous? Okay. She got some cherries on top there of her cake. She's holding a pie. Well, it's a pie. She's holding a pie. She's number one. Look at that. You are number one. You got to take care of number one. Okay. Very interesting. And look at all her little ribbons around her. This is gorgeous. All right. So we're talking about Mercury retrograde. So this is energy of the rewords, right? Regroup, review, resolve, all those things. Okay. So there's something here to reassess, I feel, about your definition of success. Okay. I feel like this is very, very powerful energy to come out for. Also, I'm kind of like looking at this as almost like a little mini year ahead reading. You may want to review what has led you up to this point in terms of what has worked well for you. And where you might still need to tweak the recipe. Work with the metaphors here. She's got a pie in her hand. Tweak the recipe to continue your success, right? Because if we are not evolving and growing, you know, what's the point? So you can't, in other words, I'm feeling with this energy, don't rest on your laurels. Don't rest on past successes. This star card is Aquarian energy. This is about innovation. And Pluto's going into Aquarius as of the end of March in 2023. And it's going to be firing up your fifth house of creativity and innovation. So there's something here about reviewing what's worked up to this point and led you to a certain level of success, and what you still need to tweak to get to the next level of success and personal growth for yourself. Okay, so that would be a great way to use this energy and figure out how you need to tweak the recipe of your success. Okay, all right. Let's see what we got going on here for you. Oh, that's a very nice energy. All right, let's see. The Lovers. Oh, and the Judgment. Okay. there's your energy in the heart of the situation, the Ten of Swords, and the Wheel, baby. Okay. All right. Now, we also have, you know, this star energy, as I said, is the Aquarian energy. It's your 5th house also of romance. All right. So now remember, apply the energies to your life. We have a situation here where you are probably in the process of making an important choice about leaving somebody behind once and for all. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a business relationship. Yes, the Lovers can be about making a choice between two paths. I mean, yes, that's possible for you. 5th house, life force energy. So you're really trying to decide where to commit your life force energy to. Do I go over here? Do I go over there? This could be between two people, two opportunities, whatever. All right, but also this Gemini energy is your 9th house of the big picture of your life. So you're really trying to decide about this big picture of your life, who's in, who's out, what's going on. Because this is people energy, it's people involved here. So you're smack up against this decision. The Judgment card is here. Now, this is likely the first half of the month. With this Ten of Swords, there is something where, and I feel like this is happening, probably we got the Aquarian energy here. This is like our 3rd week. We have a new moon in Aquarius happening on January 19th, 20th, 21st-ish, all in that time period. So this is not necessarily you, although it could be. This could be you having to deliver the news to somebody else that you're going to be making a big change in your life. And they're going to feel like this. They could feel like the Ten of Swords, like you backstabbed them, you betrayed them. I mean, or you could feel that yourself. It could be somebody else in your world is making a decision to move on from you and they wait to deliver the news. Here's the Judgment. Or they could deliver it, but here's the 20, again, around that same time frame, and you feel like this. Okay, but the wheel is going to turn in your favor. If we are talking about a personal relationship here, this is our Jupiter energy. Jupiter is going to be is going through your 7th house of relationships right now. He will be until the middle of May. So if you don't feel like you are the star in someone's world, if you don't feel like you are the star of your own show in some way in your life, clear out the deadwood. And if something ends, accept it and move on. Do not dwell. Something better is coming for you, whether it's a business or personal relationship or a whole new direction in your life. All right, where you will be seen as a star. You will be valued. You will feel like, you know, happy and successful, etc. with this energy. And particularly in the 5th house area of love, romance, and creativity and relationships, like we're saying. So you're in the heart of this situation here. So, and because this energy is next to you in this, again, you may be the one that is going to have to be the one to make this decision. All right. But it could be too that again, you need to make that decision because you, like I said, you can't rest on your laurels. You have to tweak things in your life if you want to get to the next level. And part of that tweaking may be to leave something or someone behind. Okay, so, but the Ten of Swords, you know, yes, it can be a doom and gloom card, sure, with this, you know, that's not pretty, but there is the promise of a new day dawning, and Jupiter's right next to this. So the promise of this new day will happen for you. And you also have the Judgment card here, which is also about new life beginning. So, you know, it's going to depend on your individual situation, how this will play out. But some major situation is about to come into being to free you so that you can bring in a destined connection with the Jupiter in your 7th house. So you can run, but you can't hide from this energy. The wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. So try to hone in on what you want that wheel to turn toward. Okay, Libra? Okay. Ariel says it's going to be okay. Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you with this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn energy until January 18th. Let's find out. What do we have? We have the Fool. Oh, beautiful. Look at all the things flying out of her purse. That cracks me up. Okay. So you got to figure out, all right, Mercury retrograde, review and regroup on what's truly essential in your life. So do you need to be carrying all this stuff in your purse? It's a metaphor, right? What is most essential for you in moving forward with a new beginning that's about to happen in your world? Okay, so review your resources, review what you carry around with you every day, lighten your load in some way. Okay, all right, because something new is about ready to pop in your world, some new journey you're going to be going on. And it could also be that these are just not the right things to bring with you. Maybe you need some different things to bring with you. So you got to reassess, what do you really need to be holding on to in your purse every day? And because we have the purse here, this could be some new beginning with career or finances. So what do you need in your bag? Your skills, your talents, your abilities. Reviewing, how do I maybe improve those, or what areas do I need to focus in on for best advantage in the year ahead? So that's another way to look at this energy. Everything's a metaphor. Ariel's meditating. All right, let's see what we need to know for you. Okay, Scorpio. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, no reversals with this deck. Hangman, Queen of Wands, and the Sun card. Freaking glorious. Molto glorioso. Okay. So, timing is everything, as we know. What this is, look, we have the Leo energy showing up here with the Sun card and then the Queen of Wands as well. Leo is your 10th house of career. So, again, this is saying to me that there is something that you want to begin. Again, new beginning, Ace of Pentacles, Fool card, something you want to begin in terms of your career. There may be some very good news that shows up the first half of January, but it's in its beginning stages. So it could be the type of thing where, because, and again, we have a Hangman in the heart, so there is some sort of timing issue going on here. So there may be news of an opportunity, right? Or you're making some sort of decision to go in a certain direction. So maybe you want a new opportunity, but you got to figure out where that's going to be for you. Page of Pentacles is not just about good news about money. It can be, but it's also about doing research and digging deep. So you may be researching where opportunities may lie for you in your 10th house of career. You want something new to blossom with your career. This could also be trying to make a decision on retirement. Again, it depends on your personal situation. When I say new beginning in career, it could be the new beginning is actually retiring. Or the new beginning could be, I want to start my own business. Maybe I'm going to retire and start my own business. Or maybe I'm going to retire and start a whole new career direction in my life. Whatever, right? Apply to your life. But that's what's going on here. So, you know, the holidays are a notoriously challenging time to try to find another job. We can usually find part-time opportunities, you know, working in stores and things like that. But to find like a more career-oriented one, we have to wait usually till after the holidays. So now that it's after the holidays, do the research, start investigating, you know, what these opportunities might be for you. And you could find a juicy one that you want to apply for. Okay, so the Hangman in the heart is suggesting to me, don't sacrifice your dreams or what would make you happy here. Right? Don't sacrifice it, but also know that it's going to take a little patience. But the new beginning you want is coming. All right, we've got this Queen of Wands here, which is your 10th house of career, and the Leo. So there is something here about being bold and adventurous in pursuing some sort of beautiful new path for yourself. It may involve travel. It may involve you moving in some way to pursue the opportunity. So moving on from what you're doing now, moving on from maybe where you're living now. And this Sun card with the Queen of Wands, Okay, thank you, Ariel, who just laid on the mouse. Okay, let me get back to where I was. Thank you for that, Ariel. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure she didn't stop recording the video, which would have been a disaster because I would have had to start all over again. All right. So this could also be, you're really taking charge of your personal happiness when it comes to your career. As I said, there could be a travel involved, a relocation, finding your place in the sun. And also there's something here about you really focusing in on recognition and reward with these two energies. So this Fool could be, even if you go to a different company, it's going to be because you get a promotion. You want recognition, reward, not just a lateral move. Okay, so this is excellent energy. We have the new moon in Aquarius, your seventh house. Excuse me, what am I saying? Seventh house. I'm thinking Leo here. The new moon in Aquarius, which is your fourth house. I need more coffee. Your fourth house of home, family, roots. So again, there could be some sort of emphasis on a new beginning in terms of your home, away from home, which for most of us is our workplace. And it could be that this new opportunity involves a move. The Fool card can be a new beginning in terms of a move as well with these energies. So it doesn't have to be, of course, but it can be. You may find that you will find greater success if you look further afield than where you are looking now for career opportunities. So this is very good. I think you could really manifest a beautiful interview for yourself by the end of January. Possibly, depending on your personal situation, it could be that you manifest the offer by the end of the month. Just depends, right? But this is about the new, the creatively inspiring energies, the life force creative energy of this is new and exciting. This is not the same old, same old. This is taking me to the next level of my life where I feel excited and empowered. And I'm really using my personal talents and capabilities and my strong energy to make things happen. You're so good at making things happen, Scorpio. Making things happen and just bringing so much passion to what I'm doing that the pentacles just naturally start flowing in. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. So really reflect on this Fool card and what you need going forward, because you may be planting, sunflowers here. You may be planting some different seeds in this next journey with your career than what you have planted already. And that's why you may need different tools in your toolbox, as it were, in your little purse. All right, Saggies, let's see what's going on for you with our Mercury retrograde energy. We'll start there and see. We have Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. Let's see what we need to know for you about that. Oh, we have the High Priestess with her secret syrup. Okay. The mysteries of the universe are sweeter than you know. Okay. I love that. Okay. The mysteries of the universe are sweeter than you know. The High Priestess, I like to say, she keeps a secret up her sleeve. So you have some sort of secret sauce. You have some sort of secret talent. Or it's not necessarily a secret, but maybe you just haven't brought it out into the public. It's just been something you do privately. Like, maybe you are a tarot reader and you've been doing it for friends, but now you're like, I'm really rethinking if I want to go public with my talent. Maybe I'll start my YouTube channel now. It's that type of energy. So you're rethinking. Remember, Mercury retrograde is all about the rewords. You are rethinking your secret talent that has not been yet really out in the public. And you're going to come up with a plan. Again, Mercury, Capricorn ruled by Saturn. It's about structure and plan of how you might want to present that into the world. Mercury retrograde is in your second house of money and values. So you're rethinking your financial situation. You're rethinking your values in terms of what's important for you, how you want to earn your money, and you're tying that all together with that secret sauce, all right? And coming up with a plan of how you're going to do that, okay? So that's very nice. You're percolating and thinking and reviewing and revamping. and coming up with a good plan for yourself. A solid plan for you to present your talents in some new way to the world once everything is going direct again after the 19th of January. All right, let's tune in to the rest of the energies. Gorgeous Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Okay. 10 of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Okay. So interesting, we have two number 10s here. All right. So there is a situation that you really want to wrap up. I'm not going to necessarily read this as week by week. I'm going to read this a little more holistically for y'all. Okay. So in your heart, you have this 10 of Wands. So there is a situation of long standing, of at least, it could be a year to 10 years, just depends, that really you don't see it going anywhere. You can't see in front of you. You don't see this opportunity, whatever the situation is, you don't see it going anywhere in your life. You can't really see a life direction for yourself. You've been caught up in so much drama, the day-to-day, the burdens, all the things. And even with the 10 of Swords, you can't see anything. Your face is in the sand, all right? So these two energies, let me put these over here. These energies here are saying to me that you are wanting to really see possibilities in your life again for your secret sauce talents. This is keeping you going. The knowledge that you do have this special talent. The issue is that it's just not out in the world. You've gotten caught up in this, and that's okay. Like, this is life. We get caught up in 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. We do. This is life. Okay, so it's nothing bad, or I'm not trying to say that's a problem or whatever. It's just life. All right, and you maybe have been dealing within the last 5 days to 5 weeks with something going on that has left you a little sad, a personal situation, okay? So you're kind of like meh with the opening energies of the month. All right, but that's going to change because you're a Sagittarius and there's always hope in your heart. I mean, there is. Sag, you are the best when it comes to staying optimistic. And so what we have here, we have this Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. This is the hope in your heart that you are going to plant a seed and manifest that secret sauce that you have had since you have been young. Okay? The Six of Cups is a glorious energy of what makes us happy. And it's something that's made us happy probably since childhood. Whatever that is for you. All right. I mean, I personally, childhood, right? Before you turned 20, let's say. Okay. It's like, I started studying astrology when I was 12. Okay. And so that's, a good example here. And it's been my secret sauce. It's been my secret go-to my whole life since then. Right. I mean, I talk about your 10,000 hours to greatness. Mine's been like 40,000 hours because, that old saying about you become an expert at something after 10,000 hours of studying it or whatever. You've also studied it or lived with it or done it for more than 10,000 hours as well. It's been a part of your life for a very long time. It is deep within you, this interest, this talent, this yearning. Okay. So you are planting that big seed to make this manifest in the world. Your heart is crying out for it. Your joy is crying out for it. You want to feel this gorgeous, lighthearted energy. You want to. Look at this little boy here. He is gifting his joy to this little girl. He is taking his gifts and bringing them out to benefit other people. That's what you want to do. So you're going to come up with the plan. That's what's happening. You're coming up with the plan this month, Sagittarius. Now, don't implement anything until after the new moon in Aquarius, all right, after the 19th. But use the first 3 weeks to figure this out. Accept that you're at this crossroads. You're at this ending point. Heal whatever's going on over here. It's just this little something, right? But start looking forward to the vision that you have for your life when it comes to this secret sauce. Look at this energy here. The sky is blue. The sun is shining. Flowers are in the garden. Right? Here, same thing. Look at all the flowers blooming. It's springtime. here, you know, we're in the middle of like desolation with this energy. So keep your vision in terms of the springtime of your life. Jupiter is in your 5th house of renewal and life force energy. He is Jupiter in Aries. He is percolating, and he is going to be just throwing so many good sparks of energy really in the springtime. Sorry for my folks down under, but in the springtime, especially in April. So get going on this plan. You have this beautiful energy to have this renaissance in your life, to have things bloom in your life again with your secret talent. It is time to get it out into the world and give your gifts to the world. Okay, so plant the seed, start it after that new moon in Aquarius, and you'll be able to shift out of this energy, and you will have that vision of where you're headed to. And you could be in some very interesting places by the time we get to the middle of April 2023. Capricorn, we have Mercury retrograde in your sign until January 18th. All right, let's see what we need to know for you. So Mercury retrograde in your sign, like you're rethinking your whole life. Okay, like, and that's fine. Okay, that's fine. We want to do all those rewords when we have Mercury retrograde. All right, look, we got the moon. Interesting. I love this deck. What does this say on here? I can't see. Snap-ons. What is that? I don't know what that is. I can't see it. We have her cold cream there. I love these 1950s throwback images. They are so funny. We have the sheep that she's counting. And we have the moon. And there is a big full moon in Cancer. Your 7th house of relationships happening on January 6th, 7th, around that time frame. But ultimately the moon is about changes. It's about cycles. It's about you're tapping and tuning into the emotional tides that we all go through, right? So this Mercury retrograde in your sign is about you connecting with yourself emotionally, about the dreams that you have for your life, and not sleeping on your dreams. Ariel's doing her nails. Sorry for the background noise. Not sleeping on your dreams. Okay, you have some of the best energy in 2023 to really manifest greatness for yourself. So snap out of it. Snap out of something that emotionally is keeping you kind of asleep at the wheel, so to speak, on manifesting something important in your world. Okay, so again, and this could be because it's happening in your sign, the Mercury retrograde. It just could be like just reviewing some emotional ways maybe you sabotage yourself from pursuing what's important to you. That's what I mean by don't sleep on your dreams. Like we got to get them out there, right? You have great energy to be so successful. Because this is also 7th house energy, it could be also you're reviewing who's close to you and who's got to go. That's another possibility. And maybe you want to make some changes. The moon is about cycles. So you could be wrapping up some energetic cycles with relationships as well, because maybe there's some people in your life who don't support your dreams. They don't understand your dreams, or there could be some sabotage going on. So depending on your situation, there could be something like that you're looking at as well. Okay, so I would also, since this is coming up, I would review the rewords, right? I would review my sleep hygiene as well. Okay, so, is your bed comfortable? Do you have, are you reading beautiful things before you go to sleep, or are you doom scrolling through Twitter and reading, stuff you shouldn't read before you go to sleep or whatever? Okay, so think about that as well. You could be needing a little more sleep, particularly at the full moon in Cancer. Whenever we have a full moon opposite us, it tends to drain our energy a little bit. So just keep that in mind as well. All right, but reviewing cycles in your life, reviewing ways maybe you emotionally sabotage. All right, let's see. From pursuing your own dreams. 6 of Cups. I shuffled. Sag just got this. Oh, and a 9 of Coins. Okay. The Fool in your heart. The Hangman. And the Justice. That card's been coming up a lot. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so here's the full moon energy showing up, the Six of Cups. The full moon's on the 6th in Cancer. I think you're going to really use the full moon energy here to review the moon, right? And go back into childhood, go back into the simple pleasures of life, and really use that full moon illumination energy to tune in what's most valuable to you. Here's your Virgo energy, the 9 of Coins here. That is the big picture perspective of your life. So, and that is, I always call it the personal paradise. So you're using this energy to review how you can use your own talents and capabilities, things you love to do, and create greater prosperity for yourself and enhance your world. Make your world into that lush, beautiful garden. Okay, and look, you have the Fool in your heart, so you're ready for an exciting new adventure in your life. You're ready to, I think, create something new when it comes to your career. We have the I got Leo on the brain. We have the Libra energy showing up, your 10th house of career. So there may be some situation that you're letting go of when it comes to your career. All right, with this Hangman here, you might have been waiting on some sort of news about a career opportunity. The news is likely to come probably that last week of January. But you're optimistic about it with this Fool in your heart. You're feeling ready. You feel optimistic. And I think it's likely to be some sort of good news. All this energy is very good. There just might be with this new moon in Aquarius that's happening in your 2nd house, January 19th, in your house of money. You don't want to be sacrificing anymore and doing things that don't align with your values career-wise, and also that do not give you enough money. You're going to be really focusing in on wealth building for 2023. Big time. I mean, you do anyway, but this is going to be, really serious focus for you. With this new moon starting out the year, which is in very auspicious alignment to Jupiter. So, which is going through your 4th house of home and family and roots. So, and the foundation of your life. So you are really focused in on building up the foundation of your life in terms of your personal prosperity. And you're not going to want to settle for shenanigans anymore. So this may be another thing to look at, breaking through cycles of self-doubt and sabotage when it comes to your mindset about manifesting prosperity. Maybe another way to look at it. But there is likely to be some sort of legal contract, news, signing up your name to something, some sort of deal going down. Justice for me is a very karmic energy. This also rights the wrongs of the past. So again, if there was something that was delayed or something that was a sacrifice you had to make, because maybe something went sideways in 2022 and your energy had to be over here and you really wanted to focus over here on building up your business, your wealth, your career, and you couldn't because this emotional shenanigan was going on, the situation will be fixed. The karmic adjustment will come in. You will be able to focus on that, which is going to bring you the stability going forward. All right, so this is very, very good. I mean, this is fantastic. You're going to be feeling light and free and fuzzy and happy, kind of like how Ariel feels every day. But yeah, I would say use that full moon to tune in on what's going to bring you the most happiness to your life to be doing. On maybe some sort of long-held dream that you've wanted. Because again, Mercury's retrograding in your 1st house of the self, like some sort of dream you've had for your life, maybe for a very long time. And now's the time to start making it happen. There's no time like the present. And, you got this. There's something gorgeous that can happen for you in the month ahead. So don't let this energy derail you or anything. This is fine. I think there's going to be a karmic rebalancing and readjustment when it comes to your career life in the month of January. So it's very good. It's very good. Capricorn. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you with the Mercury retrograde energies. She always shows up for you. I don't know what it is. She's been a little too much on the sofa today, but she just popped in for you. Okay. All right, let's see. And I mean, literally on the sofa, like doing her nails, not just sleeping there on the fuzzy blanket. All right. let's see. The Mercury retrograde is happening in Capricorn until January 18th. So let's see what we need to know for you. Oh, we have Temperance. Okay, so we have some Sagittarius energy. Look at this. I love this deck. It's so funny. This 1950s throwback energy here. We have the beautiful mixer, and we have this mixing bowl with the ingredients of joy. And then we have a little bit of justice. And then we have a little bit of anger thrown in. Oopsie. And then we have a little sorrow. So what are you putting in your mixing bowl? What ingredients are you using to create your world going forward? Not just this month, but in all of 2023. So January is often a time when we do a little bit of a check-in, life review, like what happened last year, where do we see ourselves going this year, etc. So don't be afraid to review all the emotional ingredients that made up your 2022 and adjust your recipe for success and happiness accordingly for 2023 going forward. All right, so Temperance is about, of course, alchemical change. And we know that so much depends upon the response we have to life. Right? We can always choose our response. We may not be able to choose necessarily the things that happen in our lives, because sometimes random shit just happens. Excuse my language, all right? But how we respond to that is our own choice. So you are taking the ingredients of your life and you are choosing to respond in a different way in terms of how the cake turns out. And it is your energy. I'm assuming they're making a cake here. It is your energy that affects the results. Okay. If you want a great movie to watch, I was just thinking about this movie the other day, Like Water for Chocolate and it's a novel as well by Laura Esquivel. It's such a great movie. Oh my God. Like, it's one of my all-time favorite movies, but Like Water for Chocolate really exemplifies this energy that's showing up in this tarot card, because this young woman, the emotion that she puts into her artistry of baking and cooking affects how the food turns out. And in turn, it affects everybody else who consumes whatever she has made. And there's a great scene where she's very upset and she's churning up a big bowl of cake batter for a wedding cake. And she's very upset because her lover is getting married to somebody else, getting married to her sister, actually. Watch the movie. It's great. But one tear rolls down and lands in the mixing bowl of the cake batter. And when the people eat the cake at the wedding, everybody starts running from the table off into the yard, because they had the wedding outside, off into different places to cry. They feel this, and they get sick too. They feel the sorrow that she had from the one teardrop. This is what I am saying. Your response to the ingredients of your life, whatever's going on, really flavors your experience. All right. So with the Mercury retrograde, really rethink your own response to things that happened in 2022, and also what you anticipate what's to come in 2023. Because it's interesting, right? The Mercury retrograde, Mercury's about our mind, and the Mercury retrograde's happening in your 12th house of things kind of hidden behind the scenes. It's about our subconscious. So it's about our subconscious responses to things. So very interesting energies here for you to work with. But this is also saying to me that thank you, Ariel, you're going to be really, really changing up the ingredients. She's insisting on sitting on this mouse. Changing up the ingredients to your life, and also changing your response. Okay? All right. Very interesting. But yeah, highly recommend that movie. Check it out. I don't know where it's available. I have it on DVD, but yes, I still have DVDs. Not too many. I got rid of a lot, but all right, Aquarius. What do we got for you? Look at this, 10 of Cups and the 6 of Swords, the 5 of Wands in your heart, the 4 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. Okay. And your new moon is happening on the 19th. So this is so interesting. Look at these energies here. We kind of like go back and forth here, kind of like the Temperance energy, right? We have energies of a little bit of discombobulation with this Five of Wands. We have a little bit of like, I'm moving on. We have a moving on with the Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords. So mentally and emotionally, mentally Six of Swords, emotionally Eight of Cups. And also with your actions, Five of Wands, our physical body, our actions. Like you're letting go of the ingredients that don't work for you when it comes to your happiness. You've got two gorgeous happy cards here, the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, which are about really are, you know, this for me is like a door opening card, but it can be crossing the threshold into a new life, whether with a partner or not, it doesn't matter. There is, of course, family and partnership energy with the Ten of Cups, but also if you don't have that in your life, it's really the ultimate personal happiness, the Ten of Cups, because it's the 10. So what we're looking at here, again, is like you are mentally moving on from actions that don't serve you and emotional situations and responses, almost like knee-jerk reactions I'm feeling, that don't serve you and that you don't want to have in your mixing bowl going forward into 2023. Okay, because this is what is important to you. You're choosing your happiness. And by you releasing these things and by you focusing in on your happiness, particularly right after your new moon, which is a great time to make wishes for your year ahead, right? Look at this. You're going to call in beautiful connections, friendships, relationships, success, happiness, new doors opening for you. April is going to be a very important month for all of us, but especially y'all, because this is coming out, this Four of Wands. So you are probably also going to have some sort of life-changing conversation with somebody in your world this month that is going to help release all of this as well. And again, the Temperance, life-changing. It could be with a Sagittarius. That is possible. It doesn't necessarily have to be. That you can draw closer to someone who's important to you by, again, whoever that is, by changing up the way maybe you have even been communicating with them up to this point. Like I said, releasing certain ways, knee-jerk reactions you've had. You have the ability here this month to really improve all of your connections and partnerships, business, personal, friends, family. You're changing up your approach, okay? And you're reviewing your approach of what's going in that mixing bowl. All right, so this is gorgeous, beautiful energy. It's a great start for your year ahead, Aquarius. So, yeah, think about all of that. Maybe go watch that movie for inspiration. And yeah, connect with those who are most important to you and have that life-changing conversation. But after your new moon on the 19th. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on for you. First, with the Mercury retrograde energies in Capricorn, and then we'll dive in with the rest of the tarot. All right. What do we need to know for you, Pisces? Oh, the Lovers. Ooh, I love this deck. It's so funny. Okay. So we have you hot rodding it with somebody else in your world. With this Lovers card. Okay, so Lovers, Gemini energy, that is your fourth house of home, family, roots, the foundation of your life. Mars is retrograde in Gemini until the 12th of January. Mercury retrograde in Capricorn doesn't necessarily bring back old lovers to our life, although it can, depending on your personal situation. And of course, with the Lovers popping up, this suggests to me somebody who has been important to you in some way, not necessarily as a lover, but somebody who's been important in your life. Maybe they were part of the foundation of your life at some point. Your ride or die, that's kind of going on here, your ride or die at some point. Maybe they show back up. Maybe they get in contact with you. There could be a reconnection there. It doesn't necessarily mean anything bad or anything like that. This is probably more likely before the 12th because of this going on. Also, there is a full moon happening in your fifth house of love, romance, and creativity on the 6th, 7th time period. So they could pop in around that full moon. We got the number 6 here. So there could be a very fast reconnection with somebody in your life, but the thing is, when these energies are retrograde, we can't necessarily count on the connection staying around after the retrograde is over, when the planets go direct again. It could just be they come in for the reconnect. The retrograde's all about the re-words, right? Reconnect, to review, etc. So it could just be for that. It could be that somebody's coming in to just wrap up some loose end with you, some karmic loose end. Maybe you do this, you reach out to somebody yourself in order to do that. Not necessarily to have this big reunion or reconnection, but to wrap up a loose end. Depends on your personal situation, okay? But let's see what the tarot has to say. Okay. Also, Lover's card can be about choices. So you could be in reviewing 2 important life path choices for yourself in terms of the foundation of your life. Do I want to move here or move there? Do I want to go this direction, that direction? Okay, so, and because it's with the home, it could really be, do I want this person as my roommate, or do I want that person, or do I want to live with somebody or not live with them? These types of things may be going on. Okay, so let's see what we got happening. Pisces. All right, let's see. Pisces. Queen of Pentacles. And an Ace of Cups. Ooh, I like that. Oh, and an Ace of Wands. Look at these aces. Page of Swords. Wow, and a Magician. How many number ones do we have here? I'm getting chills down my legs. Wow. We have gorgeous new beginning energies here for you. Whoops. Sorry, Queen of Pentacles. All right, so here's our Capricorn energy with our Queen of Pentacles. And she's all about manifestation. And then we have the Magician, all about manifestation. So we have the Ace of Cups, which, yes, that's your energy as well. But that to me is speaking really to this full moon in Cancer energy. So what I am feeling is whatever you are reassessing and reevaluating the path, the choice at this full moon in Cancer, you are going to make a decision that is going to really empower you in your world with this Magician and this Ace of Wands showing up. It's going to light a fire under you. It could have something to do with career. It's possible with the Pentacles showing up here, the Wand. I mean, possible. So there is something that you really have been badly wanting to manifest for your life. And this is our Capricorn energy here. So Capricorn is your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams and networks and things like that, and personal gains. So it could be a financial gain you've been wanting to have happen, a financial manifestation, something to do with your business if you have one. But there's something you've been intently focusing in on. There is likely to be some sort of good news emotionally that you figure out at this full moon in Cancer. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean somebody brings you the news. It could be you bring the news to yourself, right? You like figure it out for yourself because it's the Ace here. Okay, this is what I need to shift emotionally, or this is what I need emotionally to manifest this desire, to choose the right path for myself, right? You are very clear and confident in your heart, Ace of Wands, of what you want. This is gorgeous. There's good news coming for you. The good news may not be coming, though, until after the new moon in Aquarius. Here's our Aquarian energy with the Page of Swords. So some sort of information, a text, an email, it's written communications comes in, and you are feeling, yes, I got this. I am finally moving forward. Look at all the red showing up in this reading. I am finally moving forward with passionate enthusiasm in manifesting this new direction forward in my life. Could it be romantic? Sure, that's possible also. Okay, but 3 number ones here. So you are looking out for yourself. You are looking out for number 1, which is good. You are feeling renewed, a sense of enthusiasm. This Ace of Wands is our Aries energy. Aries, we have Jupiter now in Aries, in your 2nd house of money. This is springtime energy. April's going to be very important for you. March and April are going to be very important for you, Pisces, in the year ahead. So the foundation Again, your fourth house, Gemini, the foundation of your life, the foundation of what gets started, the foundation you lay in the month of January, maybe more toward the end, is really going to get you in the perfect position to manifest whatever it is you want by the middle of April. All right, with these energies that are showing up here. But the beginning is now. The beginning is this month. And there is something to kind of just, again, emotionally get clear with yourself that you may just have to shift a little bit or reevaluate your approach to manifesting it. But by the time we get to the second half of the month, you got the approach, you got the tactic, you've cleared anything emotionally, like you've got this, you are doing it, you are manifesting it, you're using all of your skills and talents and capabilities to make this happen in your world. And you're moving and grooving in some exciting new direction. So this is very, very positive for this beautiful beginning. And it really could manifest into a beautiful financial new beginning for yourself, like I said, by the middle of April with these energies. So gorgeous, Pisces. So thank you so much for joining me for the first exciting reading for 2023. I love you guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you with these energies. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I cannot wait to see how 2023 turns into one of the best years of our lives. All right. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.